Start. Sir, I took the liberty of speaking to the Finance Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. I asked him whether he was aware that this bill was coming up. The Finance Minister, who is the architect of the BJP PDP coalition, told me in the affirmative that he was aware that the Lok Sabha had passed this bill, but he was not aware of this bill when it was introduced in the Lok Sabha. Sir, I find this truly amazing. We are passing a law specifically for the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which has a special political history. The government is in coalition in Jammu and Kashmir. The finance minister of the coalition government tells me that he was not aware of the government's move till the bill was passed in the Lok Sabha. I would like the minister to kindly explain to us whether the state government was on board as far as this legislation is concerned. What the state government believed were the deficiencies in not only the Collection of Statistics Act 2008 but also the Jammu and Kashmir Collection of Statistics Act 2010. Sir, I am not nitpicking here. I say this deliberately because the atmosphere, the environment in Jammu and Kashmir is very sensitive. We need to understand this sensitivity. We should not be seen to be doing something unilaterally without taking the elected government on board, of which the ruling party is itself a part of the coalition in the state. So, I find this somewhat puzzling to understand. Sir, there are other one or two small provisions in the bill, like appointment of nodal officers and so on, which are required to implement the law more effectively. But the crux of this bill relates to Jammu and Kashmir. That is why I have raised this issue of non consultation with the state government before bringing forward this bill, and also the complete mystery as to why this bill had to be brought 7 years after Parliament has passed an act. Was there such a huge gap in statistics? Which statistics? Are these economic statistics, social indicators, or environmental indicators? A large number of indicators were mentioned in the original act, in the principal act. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister whether governance in the state or governance at the center has suffered on account of the lack of collection of those statistics. Sir, I do not want to ascribe any motive to the government, but I do not want legislative vacuum to become a cloak for some other purpose of extending acts passed by Parliament to Jammu and Kashmir without recognizing the sensitivity of the situation that prevails there. Sir, Shri Jairam Ramesh has raised a very valid point. I too have got the same doubt. Therefore, I have carefully perused the Jammu and Kashmir Statistics Act, which had been enacted in 2010, to find out the jurisdiction In fact, perusal of that particular act reveals that that act extensively deals with the subjects that are concerned to that particular state. It does not deal with the subjects that are there under the union list. Whereas if we come to this bill, it says that it extends to the whole of India, including Jammu and Kashmir. So it deals with not only the union subjects but also the subjects that have been dealt with under the Jammu and Kashmir Statistics Act. I hope the Honorable Minister will clarify this point. Sir, there are certain differences between the original act and these amendments. These amendments are definitely laudable. It extends the jurisdiction by including Jammu and Kashmir. The bill provides for appointment of nodal officers by the state government and the central government. These nodal officers will coordinate and supervise the statistical activities. The third point, which is a very important point, is the use of information. The 2008 Act provides that the information collected under it can be used only for statistical purposes. This was as per the original enactment. Now, in this present amendment bill, this provision has been removed. It allows the central government to determine the manner in which such information collected will be used. It means that the central government is going to be vested with the extensive power of using this information as it may deem fit. Sir, I would like to give an example. Through you, sir, I would like to bring the notice of the Honorable Minister that after the present government came to power, it has collected the data in so far as caste and religion are concerned of the citizens of India, but that data has not been made public for various reasons. The Andhra Pradesh government has also been doing the same exercise. Stop.